Yes, correct.
Oh.
He's a staff NCO. I am not at that rank.
Okay. We are back.
We're so back. Are we so back, or are we just like back?
I think we're straight up back.
Oh, we are
Backstreet?
so back. Back streets back. All right.
All right.
Yep, we're back. Christ alive. I hate how OBS has been as of late. It has been absolutely annoying. I do not dig it. I do be upset though, involving how OBS acts, but I think I made it to where it's also going to be a bit better too. New window. I just want to bring this up real quick. I want to see how it looks via my browser. Yeah, quality's fine. Yeah, 720p quality, that's fine. Audio sounds great. Yeah, no, like, we're good. Okay, cool. Cool.
Sweet.
Sweet.
We're back. Hello, chat. I love you.
Hello, chat. We
Please
are
say it
so
back. Please say it back.
No.
Okay. Very well. Anyways, what were we doing?
Alright, so you went up to the fountain. And as you went up to the fountain, you do see that, like, there is a lot of hell rime that is frozen over top of the water. More than just that, though, you see that there is water still flowing underneath the ice, wrapping around and circulating back again.
Huh. She's gonna look at her leg. Like a little ghost tattoo. Look at the fountain. Did you say that there's water coming out of the center here?
Yes, there is water, and it's underneath the ice itself, but the water is still flowing.
This is my home. This is my land. A proverbial light bulb. Actually, what happened to all my cantrips? Where did all my cantrips go? I'm on the attributes page, not the spell book page.
Oh, silly Billy.
I'm so silly. I need to favorite my other cantrips. Actually, an actual light bulb will appear above their head. Or would this one work better? Either way, light bulb. This is my home, my land. So, they will put their heels back on because it is easier for them to walk in heels. And then they will step on the ice gingerly. Will it crack under their weight?
No.
Alright. They will step to the center. They will climb up. And then they will plant the banner in the center.
You plant the banner in the center, and you hear echo across the ice barrens. Now you planted in a land with no followers, no one to flock to.
Oh. It will be coming with me. This is symbolic for myself.
Then what have you claimed?
I have claimed my life. If I am to master, I must master myself.
Mastering oneself. Is that what you claim it to be?
And what do you claim it to be? What is your perception? Oh, I've turned red.
The banner begins to leak out a red light, and it grows and it grows and it grows until eventually, on the edge of that light, a figure appears.
I like his cloak. I like his medallion.
People bled for that. For that banner.
Yes.
For what it stood for. And I bore them. I bore all of them. And I remember their faces and twisted expressions. And you stand as a testament to it? When you are only claiming for yourself and not for others?
No. Look down into the well, into this fountain.
I brought you here. So you can see where you came from.
Nothing. I came from nothing.
And yet you stand atop nothing and say you claim your life for yourself.
No. See, that's what you don't understand. I stand atop nothing, while souls are still trapped beneath the ice. There are so many that can't break through. But we are still standing on top, are we not?
That is where you're wrong.
Oh,
You're
please enlighten
trapped,
me.
but you get to move now. The mantle you bear is one I bared. And I died wearing it, standing for what I believed was right. And I was killed for it. The same will happen to you, as you are also bound to the mantle, and it will take, if given time.
Greetings!
Oh! I got raided, oh my god. You
I thought he did that. I was like, whoa. Huh? Is that like a tick?
Summon more minions, sire!
Oh my god. A lot's happening. Oh my god, and it's Solve too. I understand you have to raid and run, Solve. Thank you for coming in and trusting your community with me. You're so pleasant. I love you. By the way, Raiders, if you don't know who I am, Undead Commander, Tropical Skeleton VTuber.
You can control more minions.
I do a lot of TTRPG content. I'm also a TTRPG author. And I've been delving further and further into variety streaming. So there's that as well. Currently, we're in the Super Sentai style campaign, Mantle's Burden, with that fun little twist that everybody has seemed to lean into, and I'm really enjoying it. As there's like a lot of redemption within their powers that they're dealing with. But Roxy Rirumi, as well as Requays, thank you for the follows. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the Pastaways. Enjoy your time on the beach. Speaking of beaches, we're dealing with this one standing on a fountain. Hi.
Excuse you. I am not simply a part of the beaches. I am the beach.
The biggest beach in the whole wide world. Big old beach at the beach.
Yes. I am that bitch. That is me.
100%.
Zesty snap.
100%. Make it zesty, yes. We lemon, we zest.
What I spoke about with, I assume you before, with this mantle, when you had bestowed it to me,
Yes.
I meant what I had said.
I do not doubt that.
Then why do you challenge me now?
Your intentions seemed to have changed when you declared that you were claiming this for your life, for yourself. It was an act of selfishness that you displayed, and I needed it addressed.
Ah. I see. I apologize for the misconception, though I do understand the line is very blurry between selfishness and pride. Some would say that it can be synonymous. I take pride in myself, but I do freely give.
Both extend the neck to be taken.
She will kind of sit down at the, like right here and cross her legs and gesture for him. Like either if he wants to like sit right here, if he wants to continue speaking and standing. She feels that, yeah, she feels it is unkind for her to be standing so high if they are on equal footing in this conversation.
Lady Baolin, you bear a mantle that I have noticed with the others, that they too are starting to become accustomed to, speaking to in fond ways. And either they're aware of the dangers, or they're too ignorant to understand what they are getting into. And thus, I am making you aware. My mantle is one that upon you unlocking all 4 aspects of it, I will be no more, and you will take my place. That is my warning.
I have a goal. I have a mission. I made a promise, and I am a devil. I cannot go back on my word. I do not tell lies. If my life is the cost of that promise, and the cost of this mantle. The promise I made you, the promise I made the Empress. Then my life is the price I will pay. If I am to take your place, then so be it.
Then at least I provided you a warning.
I appreciate this much. And I do appreciate your level-headedness as well as your challenging approaches.
If you are to be a leader, you must be challenged, but you must be able to answer those challenges. And you must be willing to be humble and accept the advisement of others, even that of your enemies. But you have managed, with the use of the mantle, to unlock an aspect, the ideals of the Empire. Which you did. You unlocked an aspect of it, which was ideals of the Empire. Kaku's Stonearm had brought many under his banner, and those that he brought into his inner circle were his most trusted advisors. These were the ones that shared ideas and beliefs that helped mold his leadership into something to be feared and admired. Whenever you are asked to roll a skill check, you may roll at advantage for any skills you are proficient in. If it is for a skill you are not proficient in, but one an ally is proficient in, you are treated as proficient in that skill and can roll at advantage. So this requires you to pay attention to what your allies can do. As now, if you're not proficient in a skill and an ally is, you are now proficient whenever you roll. And you get advantage. So you have advantage on a lot of skill checks. And considering how shitty you roll, you need it.
First off, I don't need any of that shit.
You started with the
Second
nat
off,
1.
You're okay. It's not like I'm setting the tone for the rest of the session.
It's for the rest of this. I'm sorry. It's just gonna be as everybody
Looks
else
at camera. Looks at the camera. I'm not setting the tone for the rest of the session, right, guys?
Right. Hey, quit addressing the studio audience. You can't do that. You
looks directly into the eyes of chat. Yeah, you specifically. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, Tom.
If there's a Tom in chat, that's crazy. Yeah, Veronica.
Stacy. You.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
It's a little.
Yeah, Stacy's mom. Stacy Senior.
I hope she's doing well.
Jimmy's mom has got it going on.
Judy.
What is wrong with
Jimmy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, is that and a croissant. Judy, can't you see? You're the only girl for me.
I take it this is Kaku Stonearm.
This is Kaku
Educated
Stonearm.
guess.
Yes, as a matter of fact, to go and get it emphasized in the chat.
Is his arm made of stone? I see.
And in
Two.
terms of his arms potentially being made out of stone, his arms are not made out of stone. However, you do see that there's bits of stone that are on the one bracer.
You've brought me.
What the hell was what did you say?
You've brought me here? Question mark.
Yes. I brought you
Is this-
here because this felt familiar to you.
Is this an illusion, or is this reality?
This is where you feel most comfortable. It is a dreamlike state.
So I'm not actually here.
No,
The banner's not actually planted.
it is not.
And I'm within a dream?
You are.
I'm lucid.
That is not the case.
Am I lucid dreaming?
If you are, then you would have control here. But
Do I?
I'm the one that has control over this location.
May I have some control?
I cannot give that.
Very well.
You have 2 burdens left to bear.
Two more?
2 more. You must rally your allies and claim an area for others, not yourself. Upon completion, you will be gifted and granted these.
I think I have just the place. Though I don't have a way of sending. If only I could get in contact with Lord Ed.
You may be able to achieve that yet. But for now, reap the fruits of your labors and learn of your allies. They only want to help you, and you will want to help them.
She sighs heavily. You know, I was raised to be pride. Humility is difficult for me, but I'll try. Thank you.
You will learn over time.
I intend to.
Lord Penn will see to it.
What about Lady Teller? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Sorry.
Hold on. Okay, you're just gonna.
Oh, very well.
Yeah, you're gonna take 21 damage. Okay.
Right in the schedules. Do you think chat might be too young to know who Penn and Teller are?
I mean, Penn and Teller is still around.
Are they?
Yeah.
Am I too disconnected to think that they weren't? What the heck?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Well, takes banner, takes it out of fountain. He's in control. I have no control here, but he's in control, so he's not going to do anything crazy. I'm gonna try doing something crazy before I wake up.
All right.
I would like to use all 4 usages of my spirit calling while sleeping.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
I am trying to do. I'm trying to do it to initiate wake teleportation while sleeping.
Oh.
Or astral projection. Actually, astral projection. I apologize.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for. Wake teleportation. I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. This sounds like this sounds like a problem. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe on like the last episode of this game. Like right before she dies. That's what she'll do. But yes, she's going to use all 4 usages of her spirit calling to astral project to Lord Ed.
Okay. Need you to roll that attack roll.
Okie dokie. +1, +1, +2, plus at bonus. Hooray! 17.
The total of 17. Get to have a little bit of fun here. Been a while since I used this scene.
God, I really hope he's in the middle of like some important meeting or some shit like that, and then just a devil astral projects into the fucking room.
Are you actually using all 4 points?
Yes. I forgot to. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. I know. I know. I was in the middle of emoting with my hands.
All right, so then
My
what are you
hands were
supposed to do
busy.
currently?
Huh?
What are you supposed to do currently then?
I already took down the extra 3 ticks of the spirit calling.
Not that. What level are you?
Your mom, 3.
Okay, and you're spending 4 points.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're going 1 over. You can only.
But it
use
says
You can only.
it says 0 out of 4.
No, radio. When you use a calling or mark in any given moment, you can only use it an amount equal to your level, like safely. But if you start going over, you have to make a DC 10 plus the amount of points. So you're only going 1 over, so that's only a DC 11, but that is a wisdom save because it's your spirit calling and tracks off your wisdom.
I did not know that. If I knew that, it just said my spirit calling had 4 points, so I was using all of the points that were available.
Yeah, you have 4 points because that's the amount you get daily. You can go negative, but that also requires saves. But like,
Wait, what? I'm so confused now. So I have a total of 4 points to spend
in a
just
day.
in a day.
Yeah,
And
that's
I can spend up to 3 safely
in a turn or in action.
in a turn or action. But if I spend more than 3, I have to then make a saving throw.
Yes.
And then if I don't have any points, I have to automatically make a saving throw no matter how many points I use.
Yeah, because you can go negative.
All right, I understand now. We're good. Very well.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
All right.
Also, in that regard, then add +3 to the roll of spirit calling, so that's a 20.
So 20.
You'll get there. Don't worry.
You know what? Bazinga.
All right, so you spend all your points to astral project from this dreamlike state. Because you were astral projecting from a dream, I do need a high-low good bed.
My lucky number is 13. I will always, whatever 13 is available in, will always be what it is. So, low good.
All right, low good.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
Rolls a 100. Very close.
There you go. Means we get to go and switch the scene.
All right, I had just. Hello.
All right, let me get the music changed up for this.
Now there's 2 villains.
Yeah, I don't know where the other one was on the map.
That's by the dorms.
It's at the bottom right. Remember whenever I told this person they wanted to sign a contract with me, and I was like, "No, we're not going to sign a contract. I'm not going to kill your fucking husband." You remember that?
Can kill.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like, that was like a good, like an actual good action from the creature that is Bellin.
Smash.
Can't smash Shawnee.
I also thought that as soon as I saw them, and I was like, no. There she is. My child. My empress. My queen? Empress? My quempress. My empween. And then her advisor and court wizard, I think.
Boswell. You.
That's crazy. You're just appearing right in the middle of a fucking meeting.
Which, by the way, Officer Calum, yeah, like when I stream D&D, I will always be running it. I will never be a player when I stream it. It's like a lot of the time, if somebody's streaming D&D, they're not a player, they are running it. I say that as a lot of the time. There are people that are exceptions to that. Which, I mean, hey, you know, they do whatever. It's fine. But anyways, you pull the mists of the Hellrime around you, the spirits themselves wrapping around the island as you feel the soil and the wind cut across your skin, but to you, it's as if it's being embraced. And there's this warmth that you feel in your cheeks. And then the light touches against your face. I got skeletons, yay. As the light touches your face, and you feel underneath spectral heels a hard wooden surface, ornately adorned with a star in the center, as there is a council meeting taking place. As Lord Ed is speaking with a lot of the individuals that have been told that they are not inheriting land, that they are not to try and take control.
How ironic. Continue.
What is this? Why has she been summoned here?
I will turn and face Rania, completely disregarding him, and present the banner, my mantle of Kaku Stone Arm.
Health sorted now.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I'm here to ask a simple question of the most important woman in my life. The person that I will bend a knee for. What is your symbol? And where do you want your banner? As I will stand proud, but I will hang my head with humility before her.
You hear the uproar of the others shouting in disdain. The council speaker is just staring at everyone present, seemingly ignoring you.
Yeah, I'll kind of just like slam the actually, you know what? We're gonna do it. I was kind to them. I picked them apart and I listened to them and I spoke to them. I know them. I will use thaumaturgy and I will slam the banner to make the thundering crack sound to silence them. As the important person is the one that I want to hear speak.
You bring the banner up and you go to slam it down, but because it is an incorporeal object at this time, it phases through. But the thunderous boom makes its statement. As across the chamber it echoes, and you see the council speaker lift up a medallion as everything immediately falls back to silence. Lord Ed looks to everyone who is present, and there is a strong scowl forming on his face. I had given you all a chance to be able to actually make amends for what you did during the last meeting. But no. You had gone out of your way to disgrace everyone here. Now, you, if I catch you in my lands again, I will have you killed. Not by someone else, by me. By Baron's hammer, I will lay down the law. Leave or be made an example. You will not hear the end of this. Seriously. What is happening right now is disrespectful. This is what you sent out? Someone who would interrupt an important meeting? Someone who would not send correspondence? I said leave, damn it! Your skull's looking mighty crushable. You will
In
not
better
hear
news.
the end of Undale Bau. Oh, yes, I will. Get the fuck out.
She'll kind of wave her hand. In better news, the refugees are safe. The scourge has been dealt with for the time being. We are setting up a stronghold with others that have also made their way there.
That is good. That is very good. I had put my faith in the right person.
As have I.
As she looks pointedly at everybody else present. Boswell has been staring at the banner this entire time.
Has
The rest of them fell silent. Boswell is just enamored with the banner.
I have not really introduced what I hold. This is the Mantle of Kaku Stonearm. A banner. It brings people together. It is now my mantle to burden, and I bear it with humility. Not the pride that I was raised to have. She kind of grits her teeth. And you see that she's...
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Take your time. By the way, where'd Wood go? They okay?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Someone just walked in. Where was I?
She said to... Sorry.
Okay.
She posted a general
yeah, if you want to...
Vomiting, that's what I see. Okay.
Yeah, she just kind of like, she's like shaking, trying to... She looks like she's actively trying to change and be a quote-unquote role model. But give me a moment. If you want to give me a moment, I had to... Something. I apologize. If you want to like put a pin in this right here and move over to the other people and say that like I'm still sleeping or something.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Cool.
And we're back in action. Howdy ho, neighborinos.
That's what. Sorry, my brain just broke.
Yeah.
Are we moving back to us, or
We're moving back to
Bella
you
was-
guys while we wait for Balin, because she would still be asleep at this time. I just had her present here for the purpose of like brevity.
How apparent is Grilla's new appendage?
Well, Grilla didn't have a tail before, so it is very apparent.
Yeah, I see that.
And with that, you would have probably also noticed that there is a rather undead-looking Stanwinian soldier following behind him.
Mr. Grilla, what's going on?
I got a few changes. Just gonna turn towards Stanwinian. I don't think I actually gave him a name yet. Alright, I don't need to give you a name. At the very least, find out what to tell you.
I don't know what that is, besides maybe a zombie. whatever it is, it probably should be put out of its misery.
If it wanted to kill me, it had all night too. Which I'm sorry to say, it did not. I'll be happy to keep it around. And I hope you respect that.
Can I just insight this thing?
Yeah, sure.
What does this creature desire?
Oh, what does it desire? It desires to serve. Specifically, currently, it is serving Grila. Also, thank you for the Skellipat Satoons.
Oh. Okay. Well. And looks down at your rear with the exposed appendage.
So forward.
Mistral not helping the allegations.
I'm more focused on the mechanical appendage coming out of your... I don't know where it's coming out of.
Coming out of my backside, you harlot.
Wow, comfort worker. I can't believe you would say that.
Okay.
But I suppose I should. And I'm going to just sort of open up my mouth and I'm going to allow Egregore to crawl out.
Why? Why have it go the long way?
Because it's fun.
You know,
What?
someone has to be really into that.
The thing is, though, this thing is his lower intestines at this point. Oh,
Meet Egregore.
my God. How is that even... Are you okay? I don't... Do you have some sort of hole in you?
I mean, where else would I store him? And I'm going to just reveal the cavity.
What cavity? You just...
like in chess. It wouldn't exactly be like a large gaping hole, but you could definitely see stuff you should normally be able to see.
I mean, all I know is this thing goes through your stomach and becomes your lower intestines. I don't remember hearing anything about a hole in your chest. You do you.
That's right. He's... well, Egregore's here to serve. And there's a lot of utility. But most importantly, he can store inside.
Hello, Egregore? Are you hungry? She offers it a dagger.
This is gonna be so horrifying because this is, as you said, effectively his intestines. The mouth splits, and there's there's a series of like gears and teeth that are grinding and whirring and spinning on the inside as the dagger is brought in. Like, because the outside jaws grasp hold of it, pull it in as if it's just mandibles, and it grinds away at it, and it sounds like many swords colliding into each other at once on a battlefield. It's just horrible. It is one of the worst sounds you could ever hear, and it's just dragging itself in. And You see that it rapidly moves to the other end as the blade at the end of the tail. It is sharp, but you see some of the dings and nicks that are in it fix themselves.
Okay.
I kind
Come
of do.
on. Back to your master?
Egregore is going to nuzzle against the side of your leg real quick.
Shudders.
And you hear this mechanical purring. And then it moves back to Grilla. And you see it motion with its tail up to the face and towards the the ass.
I'll just open my mouth and sort of create like a step for Agrigor to get up with my arm.
Egregore moves up, turns into a very fine cable, and enters into your mouth. And then at the other end reconstitutes as your tail. It's not a pleasant sight for anybody who's watching because it looks painful. It looks very painful. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think radio's back.
Radio is back.
Is it painful?
It feels like pulling frayed guitar strings down your throat at such breakneck speed that it burns a bit.
You know, like whenever like something happens and like your entire body tenses up, your toes curl, your hands clench up and everything. Yeah, I just felt that, but it was like specifically in my tricep, and I don't know why.
It's like getting metal shavings from a machine shop underneath your nail, and when you try to get it out, you just pushed it a little bit deeper into the cuticle.
Oh. It's a horribly effective analogy.
Yeah.
I just felt that through 5 generations.
Yeah, and that's in your throat whenever Egregore goes down, and whenever Egregore comes up.
I'm gonna teach you guys something. If you guys ever get metal filings, iron filings, use a magnet. Just pull them out with them. Just put your fingertips on top of a magnet, and they'll just come out. It might scratch you a tiny bit, but it doesn't hurt nearly as bad as like getting them out with like
tweezers,
like a nail filer. Yeah. Use a magnet.
100% agree. 100%. Also, I love that no matter what, my descriptions will still like make people be like,
yeah. I'm a little squeamish.
Getting a little squeam going.
I'm squeaming, dude.
Yo,
That's
man,
fair.
squeams.
Just scream.
So,
All right.
back to the meeting.
Yeah, back to the meeting.
I love how it's like, hey, by the way, here's my trouser snake. Let it nuzzle against your leg as you feed it a dagger, and then I'm gonna eat it again. Now back to the meeting. Like, it's like this is a weird Family Guy cutaway. Like it's smash cut.
This reminds me of that time that, anyways.
This reminds me of that time that Grilla revealed his trouser snake to the party, and all it did was eat a dagger and go back in his mouth. Oh god, you're like a xenomorph. Like you have like the tiny mouth inside you.
Oh.
And now you know why I prefer the mouth rather than going up the asshole.
My body is. I'm all squeamish right now. I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
I don't like it. Fuck you.
I did give him the
Okay.
option of it just being able to attach at the back or go in the mouth, whichever they would prefer, and he's like, mouth. Oh, there's a motorcycle going by. Isn't that neat?
I thought the option is that it can go in either the mouth, attach at the back, or it can just sort of enter my body at whatever port it could access. Like a
It
little
needs an
hole.
orifice.
Ah.
I-
So it could go in through my asshole.
Yeah.
It could also go in through your penor.
No.
I don't
Please, let's
like
stick
egregorian
that's-
sounding.
to the meeting, please, for the love of all that is sacred.
Why did I say that?
Why
Why
is it-
am I like this?
Why is it bladed at the end?
For her pleasure.
That takes sword fighting to a whole new level. Like,
It would appear that your sword is as big as mine.
the Schwartz, you wield it well. You.
Alright.
Anyways, you're interrupting a meeting by being a girl boss and astral projecting here via you being in a dream.
So yeah, I came to give her the information, and I am also asking for her, because right now it has my symbol on it. Like it has the like my house's symbol. But I guess I'm showing humility by understanding that I am below someone at the moment.
Lady Hasaim looks to Lord Ed and to Boswell as Boswell stands and moves next to her. My lady, if you desire advisement, I can provide it. I know this feels like short notice, but you have been needing to form a crest for others to follow. Lady Balin is here to assist in that manner. Do you need assistance? Yes. I've never thought about it before. All right. You are a lady of the forests, and you have been granted this opportunity by a man of the mountains, a man of justice. You come from a lineage that hails from the edges of Helios, as you are a Steraltian native. I feel that what should apply is maybe a jade bird, a jade stork, resting on a stone.
Balin will remember this.
Why is stork? Oh, that's... Storks are direct cousins of phoenixes. This is a rebirth of a nation. I'm not kidding, by the way. Storks are actually what phoenixes were based off of. Yeah.
Storks were real. Am I stupid?
Yeah, storks are real. And it's the fact that, like, so phoenixes...
What?
Yeah. Yeah, phoenixes were based on storks. I shit you not.
Where do you think babies come from, Radio?
A stork.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they.
That was the most wholesome your streams have ever been. Ever. That small interaction was the most wholesome which has ever been.
Like,
That's a lie.
For
It's a
real
lie.
though, for real though, like that's what phoenixes were based on. They were based on storks. Because it is such a bizarre bird. Because you go and you see like a few others. Like, you see like, sunbirds, you see falcons, like, ones that are smaller. And in the river valleys and the tributaries of Egypt, because that's also where the phoenix originated, it wasn't Greece like people think it was. No, it was Egypt. Phoenixes come from Egypt. That is where it started. So, yeah. Fucking, that's where it came from. Was just outright, here's a stork. And, like, oftentimes the storks were confused as herons as well, which they are directly related. But these two birds, these two massive fucking birds, were viewed as phoenixes because they looked so regal. And they flew towards the sun. And whenever you would see them at sunrise, they would fly from the direction of the sun. They looked like they were on fire because they had white feathers. So it shined all of the light everywhere and blinded the fuck out of people. It's like, oh, it's a firebird. It's on fire. So yeah, there you go. It's storks and herons. And that's why, Boswell is suggesting a stork in particular, because it's a rebirth of a nation, and storks are also an embodiment of bringing life to the people. So, yeah. And it's a jade stork that is standing atop a stone. Specifically, it's to look like a mountain.
Balin will look at the banner and attempt to impose this will upon it.
As you look at the banner and proceed to impose your will upon it, you see that there's a small problem. It's not changing. You feel that your will is affecting it as your emblem is changing to jade. But the rest of this isn't changing. The image isn't changing. It is still your image. So, yeah. Like, that's what you're getting. It's like it's not outright changing yet.
Perhaps this will show too much time Balin has spent away from her home, and show a little bit of humanity. But she will actually look confused for a moment. She will drop her guise, and looking like calm and collected, she will look at the banner confused. Well, I've got the colors correct.
Lass, I'm sorry, but I will send correspondence to you involving what we'll work through. But you appearing in the middle of a meeting, well, it moved things along.
Is this not normal here? Up here?
Appearing on top of a table while everybody's having a conversation and no one knowing that you were going to show up, yeah, it's not normal.
Oh, I apologize. There are some etiquettes that are still lost on me.
If it's any consolation, you aided me in removing someone that I was tolerating. But You once
Understood.
again, you aided in getting something accomplished, something that we've been needing accomplished. So thank you.
Rather than responding, she will kind of just hang her head as she still understands that what she did was wrong. I would like to wake up at any point now, Lord Stonearm, so I can get out of here.
And you wake up.
It just perfect.
Which we're going to go to this scene in particular. You would have woken up on the second floor. I just have it to where everybody's on the ground floor because once again it was like for brevity's sake. But upon waking, you see out your window that Capri and Mistral and Grila are all standing outside. There is a metallic snake-like creature that just entered into Grilla's mouth, and there's also a strange-looking Stanwinian soldier that is standing next to him.
She'll quickly make sure that her hair looks okay, and then she will make her way down when she has all of her belongings.
Please move that thing back behind him so I can move back closer because I'm not standing next to that thing. Like,
She'll move down and she'll move down hurriedly. So she will. I guess she'll come down this side. She'll step up.
Is this
Oh.
a construct, Mistral?
dispel him. Thank the gods. Somebody else here who's sane.
Right.
Oh, did one of the refugees come to get you? I was hoping I was trying to gather us all together, and I think one of them went up.
I saw you out the
No.
window.
Oh,
I was currently relaying information to my lady and gathering information of my own, which is why my banner has changed. Though the symbol is still of my house and not hers.
I see.
I feel that I understand why. Though it does upset me a bit. I feel that this may actually be good for
All right then. Well, it's good that
And
you
how are
joined
you?
them.
She'll look at you and smile, and then she'll kind of get upset with herself for a moment. I am growing too fond of people. And she will step away. I will stand here.
Well, we were just about to have a meeting.
Doing fine. Good to see you're in a cheery mood.
What is?
Flicks
I
the
said kebab. I don't know what language that is. This was a joke of some form.
What was the joke?
She'll look you up and down. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't actually roll. Don't actually roll.
Not bad.
And you are, sir? You're seemingly hurt. Do you need someone to tend to your wounds first? She will take a step forward.
That's a zombie.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
He's a servant. And you'll treat him with at least the amount of respect you would want you treated yourself with.
I'm not rubbing his feet.
I don't think he's conscious like that. He's clearly dead.
Very astute. He was
Oh,
one of the
that's-
soldiers that was killed in the stables.
Is he not Scourge?
Does he look Scourge?
I don't know.
We know what Scourge looks
He
like.
isn't.
Let's not.
I'll look at him. Can I make an insight check? on him?
I try to communicate with him. If only I had speak with dead, but I am not a wizard. I am every other caster. Hold on, I would like to cast comprehend languages as a ritual.
All right, so if you want to insight, Grilla?
Or whatever check would be to see if there's any way to sort of help clear up his communication skills. Insight.
Yeah, if you want to insight, you can. With comprehend languages, I will mention that it doesn't really help you that much either, because you can tell that like they would have been able to speak, but a lot of their throat had been torn. Also, the absence of a tongue, and most of an esophagus, and the beginnings of their nasal cavity is destroyed. And their lungs don't effectively work anymore.
I don't think the other refugees are going to appreciate seeing that.
The zombie like folds his arms.
Wait.
And they can take it up with me.
Hold on. I would like to make an insight check. How intelligent is this zombie?
Oh, I need to see if you're proficient in insight. You're not, but you can roll with proficiency, which means you get to roll with advantage.
Yes, because of Capri, who has insight trained
And I
at a
also
+6.
I also have insight training.
Does that mean that I get it with my proficiency or their proficiency?
Your proficiency. You roll as if you're proficient and you get advantage.
Okay. Give me one moment while I mark every skill that other people are proficient in with proficiency.
Okay.
So that
Before you do that, I assume that's only when they're in line of sight of us, or is it just all the time?
It is whenever they are in the same scene.
Okay. I mean, we could just actively remember it. It's just a +2 in this case.
I mean,
but you do get to roll a
I mean, to be honest, you could just go like, "Hey, I'm gonna be rolling this skill. Is anybody proficient in it?" And then instead of people saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, like you just go like yes if you are.
How would that work
All
with
right.
expertise?
You're just, I mean, you are proficient. It's not that they're getting expertise is the benefit. They're just getting proficiency.
Also,
Okay.
it doesn't matter if you roll 2 7s.
Good.
Wow. Totally wasn't foreshadowing for the rest of the session.
Man. I rolled. There's been some pretty okay rolls, and it's been Mistral. The little kitten eating their little food, their little bowl. That's me. That's me every morning. I'm eating my slop.
I don't like to imagine like a room full of Marines just going wee, 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 wee. It's like they're all eating at once. So It's like some unholy
Yes,
chorus.
you do.
Like,
Yes, you do. That's exactly what you want to imagine.
like I want to imagine
else?
like the corn-fed 280-pound like marine.
Oh, we
just
flipped
like,
that switch like
just big,
we can flip the
bushy
switch.
beard dudes from like Wyoming, and he's just like wee 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 like in his oatmeal. Like,
yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We can flip the switch. We'll do that, and then like 10 seconds later, we'll do a failure to stop drill from like 50 meters and like shoot Deadeye.
bruh.
So,
To be fair, I have expert rifleman. And in combat training, we did night drills, we did night operations, right? And we did something called managed recoil, MRCs, which is we shot 6 times in rapid succession in the body, then 4 times at a head target, right? These all are targets.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot all 10 shots within, I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds, 4 seconds, I think, right? That's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
I did that, and I looked at my sergeant, and I went, ooh, woo.
You have a fucking problem. You.
An actual Discord kitten.
I was the second highest company shooter.
I would love if you did that and then you're like, oh, princess.
Oh, princess, I heard you had a very hard day today. Perhaps I could pour you a glass of red wine.
Would you like some Welch's?
Would you like some Welch's grape juice? Or would you like some Pinot Grigio? Anyways.
If.
Wee wee wee.
Oh God, these are the people fighting for your freedoms. You should accept it. And you should be happy about it because they're going to say it so often.
so
to be fair, the thing that we say the most right now, I think, what is it? Ambidi, or what is it? Tung 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 sahur. What's the brain rot right now?
Italian brain rot, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, Tun or some shit like that.
I'm not sure what the brain rot is, but that's what's going around right now.
So
I mean, who else do you know can run an 18-minute 3-mile in a cat-bait outfit?
That's a king.
You.
I'm glad
I'm just being honest.
I'm glad I'm someone's king. Okay.
Hey, we don't king shame, we king praise, and we're gonna go and praise that time that you made, and that's also time to beat. So if you think that you can beat,
if you think
get in the comments.
In a cat-made outfit, 18 minutes, 3 miles, 17 pull-ups, and a 3-minute and 45-second plank.
Yeah, that sounds exhausting. I just get out of breath just jerking off, so pass on that.
Careful with your minions.
What were you trying to insight?
I was trying to see how smart this zombie was, because he folded his arms like he was intelligent.
Yeah, he has an 8
And
intelligence.
remember, that's high.
Yeah.
For a zombie.
Also, thank you
is
for
that
the
higher than my
Prime
intelligence?
sub. Really appreciate that.
Speaking of Prime subscriptions, did you know that they are completely free as long as you...
Yup. The fuck up. You.
Okay. I changed tracks a little too fast right there.
You do.
I was a little too ready.
8 intelligent zombie.
That's high. I will let you know. It's not higher than mine. I think we all have higher than 8 intel. That is dangerously close to Capri's intelligence. And Capri has been acting pretty fucking smart, which is scary. Because that means that this guy could also act smart.
But Egregore has a 4 intelligence.
Egregore reminds me of like a golden retriever for some reason, and I don't know why.
Well, technically it is.
I don't like your technicalities. That scared me.
Golden Retriever Shield Defender. It's the same. It's just a medal with a different objective.
Metal with a different objective. I like that.
Anyways, what did you want to have a meeting about, Lamb?
So
I had to think about what I call you.
I had
I almost
talked.
called you Mistral. What's wrong with me?
Okay. Look, you're getting comfortable around me, which is the point. It's
Comfort
inevitable.
Silence, comfort worker.
Just accept it. Anywho, we were about to have a meeting with these gentlemen and ladies.
Which gentlemen and ladies? Oh, I flipped around the snake on accident. My apologies.
I will move them.
Please bring out our ensemble of NPCs.
What the hell? What are you?
That's a Dragonborn.
That's a Dragonborn?
Well, that's a Balrog. That's the proper term.
Ah! I was almost you.
Huh.
Oh, Balloon survived. Good.
Are you missing any of your entourage, Lamb? Oh, why are they standing dress right dress? What is this?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna stick Harold all the way over there because Harold doesn't want to be anywhere near you. Fuck.
Several of
old.
the deputies
I like him.
passed away, but
Oh. I'll pray for their souls. Or claim them, one of the two. We'll see. That was a joke.
I'm close to
Her eyes
dying
just-
anyway. I don't really give a fuck.
okay.
Would you like to not die? Steps closer. Oh, sorry. I'm not that type of girl anymore.
Clearly not true. Anywho, no, we're having this meeting to, well, get to know each other. While
What?
we may claim to be the Lord, looks over at Grila, and ladies with this lodge, I mean, everyone doesn't necessarily just follow us yet, or will. And these individuals are all, you could say, the leaders of each of the respective cliques and groups that have formed amongst the refugees. But also have their own talents and such that we should get to know if we are going to be staying here and surviving together.
Agreed. After all, it would be ridiculous for any one of us to want to leave this place, considering that it's held out against the Scourge and has a lot of potential to be a haven from said Scourge.
I can also utilize some of the benefits of my homeland and freeze some of the surrounding area without actually having it spread. It would make traversing it a little bit harder, but give us paths so that we can traverse. Either way, I've been told that I need to show more humility. So please, by all means, if you all would like to go ahead. She'll say through gritted fangs.
So, this individual proceeds to try to step forward. As Harold moves forward and pushes him back and gives him a stern look in the eye. My word, it shouldn't be. You can shut it. You almost drove these people to death. Least I can do is guide. What the elderly do. So age before beauty, you nutsack.
Balin looks offended.
Well,
Damn, that was. Take your 1d4 psychic damage, you.
Is that truly what you consider beauty? Balin looks incredibly concerned.
No. I just know that I look both more beautiful and I'm older than him. He should be last in line.
well, either way,
He
you
rears
step
up his fist to go for a sucker punch, and Balaroon just grabs his arm and shakes his head.
It's not worth it.
Uh,
man. Not worth it. Okay, what an exciting beginning to this.
All right.
Well, then,
Did you say you wanted the insight?
no. I said, well then. Typically, that's how I start off things. First, I suppose we should give introductions. My name is Mistral Soranesi. That one there is Capri.
Okay.
Looks to Grila.
I'm
giving you the option to introduce yourself. I did it for Void because she's here.
My name's Grilla. I'm a blacksmith of sorts. And flicks the tail. This is Agrigor. Oh, and this is not a threat to us.
Does the zombie wave?
Yeah, the zombie waves.
That's awesome.
Mistral's just doing that one face where it's just like her mouth is like puckered in and closed, like and then she'll gesture to Balin.
My name is Lady Lindsay Bo Modia of House Modia. I am a devil. I come from a frozen layer of hell. I stand before you as a liaison, as well as a representative of a soon-to-be leader, and hopefully ruler, for the unfortunate humanity. I was chosen by her due to my abilities, and I have made a pact with myself that I would lead the humans to where they need to be, and I would guide them as a shepherd and not as a devil.
Then she'll gesture back to herself. And as I stated, Mistral Soranesi. I am a comfort worker. I help with what ails your mind or your body, if that is what you desire. Yeah. And I'm a follower of Chamali. So if you ever need a friend, he's always there. And then she'll gesture to the group over here. And although I suppose it will take time for you to accept, we are the new lords and ladies of this lodge. At least by right of the mantle, or mantles that we bear.
With an exception. There is an oboe, and I am willing to discuss that with these individuals.
Yes, Mr. Anobo was one of the prior Mantle wielders, and now he, as a spirit, roams the undercroft that he built for him and his friends.
Are you saying that this place is haunted?
Yes. If it wasn't, it would have been. That is the nature of my beast,
I'm
my calling.
unsure as to. You will hear them out. After you hear them out,
Mr.
then you can state whatever piece you need.
The ground floor is safe. It's only the deep catacombs you have to worry about.
You should
Meeting
probably be
Anobo.
quiet. You.
Looks at zombie.
Just yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, just for quick clarification, Mr. Anobo cannot move anywhere besides the Undercroft.
He is also a wellspring of knowledge.
Yes, as a member of the prior generation of the lords and ladies of this lodge, his knowledge is certainly infallible in these times.
I
Did I use that word right? I feel like
I wouldn't say infallible. I would personally say important.
Okay, ready.
Invaluable would
asking.
be another one as well.
That one.
That was me saying
I
another
just-
character, but thank you.
No, it's fine.
Well, Balin was responding to you.
Meta correction.
I was just.
Right.
I was trying to keep it simple for the Stanwinian guard.
Right. And she'll then gesture over to Mr. Harold.
Thank you for introducing yourselves. I am Harold. My last name was taken, along with my home. And due to our present company and how forthright you were with your knowledge, I will provide some of my own. I was, and still am, a spy for the Empire. More importantly, a spy keeper. I tended to our information network and dealt with a great many. And now that great many is very few. But I did that on behalf
no.
of the Emperor. And I will do it for the next Emperor.
Empress.
If that becomes the case, then yes. But that is whom I serve as the throne and who sits upon it. Whether or not they are just does not matter to me, as information does not care. And I used to be an agent of the kingdom. Not my proudest moment.
When he says kingdom, he means like the underground, like Thieves Guild and all that.
Yep.
Okay.
Which
If-
means
what
means
you-
either he kills people or
Mhm.
he's into the criminal underground itself of like thievery and sabotage and all that.
With either one being a factor, you, with your words and your age, make yourself invaluable with the words that you chose as well. being a spy or being a criminal or whatever it may be, a place where men die young, yet you live to an old age. You have nothing but my respect.
Thank you. An abundance of youth breeds being brash and making mistakes. It also gives you the chance to survive those mistakes. And for your youth to be viewed as invaluable time, an asset that many seek, especially for dying ages and aeons. For me, I started late, and thus I was forgotten. But I was an asset nonetheless, and I had built myself to the point of becoming a spy master. Something that people half my age dreamed of when ordinarily they could achieve it. I knew how to defend myself. I knew how to defend my empire that I defended. I just said defended twice, what the fuck? But the empire itself I was able to defend and maintain through information. There were kingdoms, there were oligarchs, nobles, vassals, all of them. Each one had the means to take Stanwin. But I always held the knife to their back. That is information. A knife. And it's always pressed in a spot that moves them best.
Balin will smile cordially. I'm aware.
Go on, youngins. One of you speak. Not you.
What about the one you... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, what about the one you reprimanded?
He's going to try and speak on behalf of everyone. You don't know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what you're going to do, Master Vale. You always do this. So you're going to shut your fat yap and you're going to sit back and watch everyone else speak on their own.
If not, we can go and play.
Fucking big cunt.
Excuse me?
Not you, him.
you will see that she is immediately, like, her hair is on ends and her tail is up.
It is quite reassuring that in spite of desperate times that we can make such friendly jokes with each other.
Oh, it's not a joke. He's a cunt.
Can we use less... Actually, you know what? Who am I to curb others' languages?
I suppose before we get out of hand, she'll then look amongst the other NPCs. And then we'll gesture to this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is a friend.
Whamma.
Whammon.
They are friend-shaped. I like the fact that they're friend-shaped. I like their shoes. Can I take their shoes?
Oh, yes, please, take their tabby that they are wearing.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay. I'm Ingrid. I'm an acolyte of the icons. I had collected a few scrolls and documents when we fled Stanwin. Some of them are ruined in the rain. Some are ruined by the fires. Others ruined by blood. but I have them. I wasn't a librarian or an archivist or anything of that nature as to why I grabbed them, but I'd always had an interest in books, in learning. I was actually in university. I was studying to be a professor at the very same university, and half of it was destroyed. A massive portal to another plane had rent asunder the side of the building. I was almost taken with it. I watched a great many people taken into that portal, and some also rent asunder. I fled to the Adventurers Hall and went to a Goat's Eye Gate, and it malfunctioned when I went through. I wasn't able to make it to anywhere safe, and I had found myself amongst the refugees. I was studying medicine, but I wasn't far, and I thought I was making breakthroughs. I was doing a paper on Greer syndrome. I don't think that helps, though.
It could.
Would that be like a history medicine check or anything?
That would be a
Gruesome.
history or medicine check. If you're a human, you get advantage on this.
I already get advantage. Because I'm gonna use, if I already have history trained, do I get advantage if it's my own thing that's,
Yeah.
You always
does it have
advantage
to
on
be-
you always have advantage on your skills.
okay.
All of your skills, you have advantage. And if an ally is proficient in a skill, you are treated as proficient as well, and you also get advantage.
Okay, I know exactly what the fuck she's talking about, just like Mistral.
Roll another d20.
Okay, I will.
Exploding dice. Also,
Yes.
you have advantage.
My dice will
'Cause
kaboom.
You're human.
I know exactly what the fuck she's talking about with a 40.
Oh.
You did not, good sir.
Now you rolled a d20.
But I did.
Also, you have me selected.
He fucking has that as his thing.
Oh, for that maybe, but roll
So you
my
could
history check.
change off.
So 25, 8, 40.
Okay. With a 25, you know of the origination of... Actually, because you have that as the medicine check, I can actually give the medical shit behind it. So, let me... Why is it all the way over there? No.
Void's so excited to hear this. Because they did say they're in chat.
Okay.
They're listening to the stream.
Void, would you like to be rolled as well?
They might not be having their eyes open because migraines means photosensitivity sometimes. So they might not respond.
Yeah.
Where are they? I didn't see them.
The
Or
first
the
thing they said.
Discord.
Here, I can go and pull it, mix it up, and I can see.
They said, forgive me, I will be listening on Twitch, but this migraine has defeated me. I'm sorry.
Toad's fair.
Oh.
That is Toad's fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
They're listening. So
yeah.
With a 25 medicine check, you were able to tell that Greer syndrome is a culmination of both the memory and poison callings. So this is a slow deterioration of the mind where you experience hallucinations as your memories start to alter. This was a side effect of Lionel Greer using his callings too much on others, and they started to believe they were guilty even though they had not committed any heresy. This is something that can be incredibly intense. It alters your memories to a degree to where you will believe your own lies. Truth can become fiction. Your perception of reality will change based off of how others interpret it for you. So an example that usually applies with this is, let's just go and say you were dealing with you're dealing with somebody who is an officer of the law, and they go to you and they say you are under arrest for possession of illegal magical goods, as they are magical goods that hold marks and callings that were taken from others, because that is a major deal in the setting. Is if you take someone's mark off of their body, that is a very serious crime. So we'll say, Mistral, you are being accused of committing this crime. If you don't have Greer syndrome, you can easily prove that you didn't. If you do have Greer syndrome, they just told you what you are now believing. It is now, hey, I did actually do it, but I clearly don't have them on me. Someone must have taken them from me. They say that Baolin must have taken them from you because you were last seen with Baolin. You now believe that Baolin has them. That is what Greer syndrome does to you, and it deteriorates the mind to such a drastic degree that any stimuli will cause it to change. And a lot of people end up in a vegetative state at the end of having Greer syndrome. And it's incredibly heart-wrenching to witness. Because anything that they hear, anything that they experience will become full-on truth to them, even if it is a work of fiction. Now, for the 40 history check.
Yes.
So, on the 24th of Kiniara is Lionel Greer Day. That is a human holiday where they celebrate Lionel Greer, who is a major historical figure in the human empire. Lionel Greer was known for his inquisition of heretical teachings and performing interrogations on those he had captured. He was a very stern individual who was respected by his peers while feared by all who were in his presence. Due to his inquisitorial style, Lionel Greer became responsible for what is commonly known as Greer syndrome. Lionel Greer was eventually arrested for overdoing it. Effectively, he had poisoned the well with how Greer syndrome manifested, and people started to develop it on their own without him being present. To which, after he was arrested, he chose to admit that he was guilty and imprisoned himself. He wanted to punish himself by giving himself Greer syndrome, so then he could accept the truths that were being told to him, to effectively accept responsibility, as he had heard his name being vilified. And that in turn led to his tongue being cut out. So then he could not speak these lies to himself if he were to give himself Greer syndrome, and he was put into a solitary cell where he would have no form of stimuli whatsoever besides the food he was given. And every time he was given food, it would have a note stating this food is delicious. And it was usually scraps that was on the verge of rotting. He was punished through his own hand, as these were things that he requested before he did this to himself, before he made sure his tongue was cut out, because he requested it. And what sucks is the history had drastically changed, as there are multiple instances of talking about his incarceration, from him asking to have his tongue cut out, to another prisoner cutting his tongue out, to him giving himself Greer syndrome and him biting his tongue off. There were instances of talking about how he died, where they believed that he told himself that he did not need air anymore, that he was strangled to death in his cell by a guard, or that he escaped prison and became someone who was a healer that would travel from place to place and aid people who had issues involving their minds. But one thing has been common with Greer lore. While he was an inquisitor, a lot of his inquisition, a lot of the people that accompanied him were some of the kindest individuals that you could meet, and a lot of them had aided in the escape of those who were believed to be heretics. And when this was found out by him, he didn't take too kindly to it, and had given each one a taste of what heresy truly was, as he made them all forget what gods they should worship, so they would abandon their gods, so when they died, they would not have access to their afterlife. And then he had them executed by firing squad. Yeah. Lionel Greer was respected for what he did and feared for what he did. But in the end, when it turned out that what he was doing was not helping at all anymore because he created a mental condition that had no cure, it only had a treatment, he chose to stay incarcerated according to a lot of the history, and nobody knows what happened to him since.
Balin's gonna think about what did she, Ingrid?
Yep.
Is what she said her name was?
Yep, Ingrid.
They said? They never said... I don't assume anything. They said Ingrid. You know, you're studying cures for Greer syndrome?
I was studying more permanent treatment that would lead to mental recovery as opposed to staving off decay.
I don't know if I can get into exact details, but for me personally, you are invaluable. Again, using that word. Looks at Howard. Smiling.
There we go.
She looks proud of herself.
Ingrid looks at you, and there's this look of appraisal from them. Like they look as if they appreciate what you said. Oh god, that's a big first time chat. What? Hold on. Like, spooked me. Person you were 1 year ago is different from who you are now. You have overcome so many obstacles and adversities. You should be proud of how far you have come. Know that you can do it again and again. I know you have it in you, and next year you will become an even better and stronger version of who you are now. Keep it up. I am so proud of you all. Dude, Ronin. First off, welcome in, Lone Ronin Samurai. Second off, Ronin. That was really sweet.
Dare that be your first time chatting? What?
Yeah, that
What?
first off, like that is
What?
one hell of a first time chat.
What a first impression, just a first impression in general.
Like that
Like-
is big ups. Big
That
ups
made me
to you.
me pause as like a person. that made me
was-
question myself.
That was really pleasant. You are a wonderful and thought-provoking individual, and the fact that you chose to say that in my chat to not only myself, but also by proxy my players, makes me incredibly proud of you. And if you continue doing this in other people's chats, you are doing a major service to them. And I will do my best to live up to that expectation that you have given. Oh, I completely understand the shorter message. I get it. The Twitch really does not like long messages. Then again, I know full well some motherfucker is gonna be like B-movie script and then just just put it all in there.
I mean, that was in the best way possible. Like, and I mean this with nothing but love in my heart. Completely humiliating, and I love it. Like, I appreciate the humility and humble. Like, it was so humbling to hear that. That's awesome. You're an awesome person, Ronan.
Oh, there's the longer one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, this I could tell it was edited. I could tell because this one has some extra sentences I didn't see. All right, so I want you to remember how far you have come and how strong you have become. You should be proud of yourself for still standing, for still smiling, and for never giving up. Your unwavering spirit and resilience are truly admirable and a testament to your character. I know that life can be challenging at times, but I want you to know that you're capable of overcoming any obstacle that comes your way. Your past experiences have made you stronger and better equipped to handle difficult situations. So never lose faith in yourself and always believe in your own strength and abilities. I want you to know that better days are ahead, just like the sun rises after a stormy night. Hold your head up high and keep pushing forward, for a brighter tomorrow awaits you. You got this. I love you all. That is really pleasant. It's also very well written. I appreciate that. And the same goes to you. Bacon, no. You no B-movie script. But that was a very heartfelt message, and I really appreciate you sending that our way to be able to go and direct that kind of positivity to not only the chat, but also to my players and myself. So you are a kind and loving soul, and you are always welcome here.
Back to talking about believing lies forever and appraisal. That is awesome. I can't. I don't know. I don't know how to segue.
You don't know how to segue? It's okay. So we're moving into Ingrid, whom of which had.
We are.
Okay, well, not like.
Killer!
No! Comfort worker, baby! Go away! No!
I warned you all. I warned you all.
Mark,
Jeez,
we
you
could
act
be
all like
bees.
on the fucking play.
It's a joke.
I am. Yeah, but back to her.
Yes.
If she has anything else she would just speak of.
But she's looking at you with a level of appreciation. The fact that you went out of your way to. Why is that not working?
Your love has been gatekept.
It has been. Huh. Hold on. I might have to re-pull it up. That is mildly upsetting. It's gonna pull up on the screen, but you know, you're just gonna see that. Yep, Tits is acting up. It's currently loading, so everything's just gonna be black for a minute. Just don't mind it. Don't mind it.
So we faded to black, guys. That means. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. Anyways.
There we go. So
I'll get dressed. I'm sorry.
So maybe it'll work.
Hey, that's my bad.
There it is. Probably a secondary communication error if you use a secondary system, like mix it up. Oh, I have it to where it's all through tits itself. But I think it might have messed up when OBS was messing up and I had to stop and then start again. It might have made it to where the redeems were no longer connecting, so I had to reopen tits. But anyways, Ingrid, there's my hat.
Yes. I got you.
Appreciate you. No, I'll go on all. I'll give myself the love. Because let's see, there was the hydrate as well.
Oops, sorry, wasn't watching. Health low.
There we go. But anyway, so we have it to where here's Ingrid, and
Yes.
like they're looking at you, like appreciating the fact that you went out of your way to praise them. And they're like clutching their satchel and they're beaming, and then they immediately reserve themselves. They pull back. I'm sorry, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ingrid.
Thank you. Looks at Grilla.
Not really one to speak, so
You the strong silent type? Good talk.
am I speaking or?
No, you were not. You were kind of just staring at me. I didn't mind, but...
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I space out whenever I don't have anything polite to say. Thank you, Ingrid. And I'm not really going to be speaking that much, so... Didn't you?
Yes. So, I am Alalaran. I'm a chronicler. I've been traveling and rather nomadic. And really, I just collect stories of all sorts.
Well, that's nice. I did the same.
I was about to say, could you type in chat as them? Copy. Paste.
I appreciate that, Ronan. Thank you. But I chronicle stories, and accompanying refugees has led to me learning many of theirs. And if you are claiming to now be the new lords and ladies of this lodge, then I would like to chronicle your stories.
I have a question.
Yes.
You seemed hesitant to be here. Due to the fact of a haunting. Was our words what changed that? Or is there something ulterior?
I am not fond of ghosts. Or spirits.
Why? If I may ask. You do not have to get into it if you do not wish.
There are a great many stories regarding spirits taking many things, lives, taking people, time, possessions. And I've had a run-in with a spirit before. One that took time from me in a cave to the south. A ruin wraith. I almost died. That is why I do not like spirits.
That is unfortunate, and I do apologize that that happened to you. That is anecdotal. While it is true for certain spirits, and that is the nature of the beast, that is also nature itself. There are things that hunt. There are things that are hunted. Unfortunately, sometimes we are humbled and reminded that we are not at the top of the food chain always. I'm sure that you as a chronicler have heard stories of devils as well.
I have.
Then you'd understand why not all stories have the same ending or characters. Otherwise, they would all be the same story.
Yes, that much is true.
So perhaps the stories that you can write, maybe your interaction with the one spirit that is here, that we have interacted with at least, may not be able to sway you. But the stories he told us, I promise you, not only would you be doing him a service, you'd be doing us a service by chronicling what he has to say. And maybe, just maybe, you may learn to appreciate some spirits. You may fear them, but appreciate them in a weird way.
I will give it thought, as overcoming a fear is not easy.
No.
I also have a big dick. No, they don't say that.
Balin will look over at Mistral. Alright, you can take over now. Hunter from Left 4 Dead 2 lunges
I know you
at
did. Oh my god.
Laurent.
Oh my god, you didn't hear what I fucking said. Shit.
Foxy the pirate
fine.
jump scare.
That's fine.
What'd you
Fine.
say?
When you said big dick, I was like, oh really? It's like, and then you reacted to me perfectly. I was like, oh. I thought I was talking. That if that's all Laurent has to say, and then so gesture to one of these two, whoever wants you to go.
You said it was down south?
Yes.
If I were to procure you a map, could you give us a general area of this cave?
Yes.
My calling is the calling of spirits. Perhaps I could at least offer you some solace with either exercising the spirit or retrieving your time.
You cannot retrieve time from a ruined wraith. But the
I do not know.
cave itself is in the Stanwinian Mountains.
Oh. Very well.
Nice.
Is that a turtle? Or is that another Balaran?
It's a Balaran. Specifically in Atararaka, considering that he has a lot of tortoise features.
Good to see that you're still alive, Mr. Balaroon.
It is good to be alive.
Looks over at the Stanwinian soldier.
Fuck. I'm Balaroon.
What?
I'm a chef. Bacon, you would actually be correct. Just to let you know. Oh, hold on, I'm yawning. Oh, fuck. I've been like tired all day.
Hired.
Is there
But
anything else?
I am Balaroon. I'm a chef. I usually cook for the restaurant that I worked at. It was adjacent to the Adventurers Hall. And then a lot of us died. And we seemingly came back in the mithril fields. Naked.
How? A fun night?
Came back as
There was a few questions. Who first?
Them. My question can be answered by myself. You don't need to answer it.
You.
came back as if you had died, or
Oh no, I know I died.
How?
Best way to put it. A beam fell on top of my head, and as I was bleeding out, a forge fiend entered the kitchen and burned me alive. And then, as I was burning, others were freaking out, and I was trampled. I woke up naked in mithril fields, surrounded by other naked people, as there was this spectral dragon trying to calm everyone down. I ran. It was a big naked fist fight.
I don't blame you for running. That's... What do you cook? Did you ever cater... Sorry, different question. Have you ever catered for the Adventurers Guild, cooking for a lot of people at once?
They've offloaded a lot of excess adventurers into our restaurant.
So you've had to prepare in bulk before, yes?
Yes.
Does this make the quality suffer at all? This is a personal question.
No, because if they're not willing to wait for their food, then they can go elsewhere. And I've told them that many times.
Patience is a virtue. Though I am a bit of a sinner.
Are you able to make do with less than stellar supplies whenever it comes to food?
I'm able to make do with anything.
That's good.
We'll try to endeavor wherever we can, but it will not be easy.
My hatchery parent had told me at a young age that my cooking is so good I could make the grass gourmet.
Hired. I don't care. I will pay you.
I appreciate that vote of confidence.
I'm hungry. I'm just thinking with my stomach at the moment.
Well,
The soon-to-be Empress did not send me with rations.
I guess I go next. Am I allowed to go next, Master Vale? I am going to go, damn it! I've waited this entire time. I'm going to go.
No. I don't like spoiled brats. From where I come from, they freeze.
Ah!
You've proven yourself to be that this entire time. From the moment that I stepped up
I came in
onto
with
the
the
platform.
resources.
The moment I stepped up onto the platform, and the moment that I got there, and I ordered you to move, what did you do?
Now,
She will loom over him.
now see here, I will not be bullied. I had brought people here. I led them. My supplies kept them alive. Yes, and look where they are now. A lot of them are dead. So it looks as if you're going to say anything, you should also say a prayer.
Did you have to fight?
Grila will just speak psionically to him in his mind, or by telepathy, I mean. And it was thanks to us that the rest of them are not dead. So mind your tongue. Hate that I'll never pile to the grave.
I will not be silent. No one said.
Then you can walk. No one's keeping you here.
I think this is getting a little out of hand.
It is. It is. And that's why I'm going to tell you right now, Vale. No one is silencing you. We're just telling you to wait your turn. Your impatience is what's making us wish for silence. So how about you shut that fat yap of yours, you stand back, you let other people speak, and maybe, just maybe, we'll hear you out. Because so far, all you've brought to the table is supplies. And if you're going to back down this easy after being outnumbered, then it's not yours, is it? So if you want to stay with your precious livelihood, maybe you should shut it. Stay gobsmacked, you little bitch. Fucking hate you so much. Fuck him. I don't like you. Why are you like this? Why are you all like this? Nope. No. Please, Sebastian. Go. Please. right. You insist, Master Vale?
Alan,
No. I was challenged.
I am a rank 2 adventurer. My name is Sebastian. My party had died in Khajiit during the Stanwin Games. They actually died in the games when a lot of the arena was destroyed by Lavara. I had managed to evade the gnomish pirates that had taken the shore, and a lot of the demons, and through my cowardice, I made it here. I wouldn't necessarily say I was a refugee, but I was in the back for a lot of the time. But Balarun saw me and brought me into the camp, and I blended in as best as I could, but I was making sure to protect everyone and was waiting until I would get a signal to the other halls to see if they would send aid. But during the attack in Khajiit, a lot of the other adventurers' halls were sacked and destroyed, so contact is difficult. I still have my commissary allowance. I also have access to a few things, a few magic items, if I can go to another adventurer's hall, if one's nearby. We are in Thrawn, so there should be at least one. And if not here, then it would be in Belvina. But I provide a wealth of adventuring expertise. Something that I think only I have, as I haven't seen any other adventurers here.
very true. Thank you, Sebastian.
It is, no problem. Master Vale, if you wish to speak, from my experience, you're to hold your tongue when around people who have helped you. Don't let your pride be the last thing that leaves your mouth.
Also, what Luke had stated earlier, but all this writing down in, I am going to assume there was perhaps some empty books up in the room.
Yeah.
Mr. would have taken several of them, and she is writing all their stories and such down, what they can do and all that into that book.
Well, that's pretty nifty.
I feel like Undead, we're gonna have a little bit of a spat here in a couple of minutes. I feel like this is gonna get ugly real fucking fast.
I have to talk like
then-
I have to talk like Richard Nixon, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
That's
I
okay.
have to have jowls when I speak to you.
I might actually need like a comfort worker to help. Like I might need to pat someone's head to calm down or like throw them at someone.
Now then, Balin, can you please step back into your original position?
Can we remain
Yeah.
cordial?
You see him holding back, yelling. His eyes are stern and hold a stony gaze. His jaw is locked, but he opens it, just parting it ever so slightly. I would adhere to what I've been advised to do. If I am allowed to
that-
speak.
If that is the case, she will bow her head slightly, as if almost just a notch, a degree. And she will step backwards and then step to her position. I would also like to say, if any of them are casters, they would recognize that she's actively ready.
So, Alalaran, as well as Sebastian and Ingrid are all casters.
Understood. She's not ready to kill, but for some reason she's on edge about something.
I am Master Kesson Vale. I was one of the Shogun of the Empire. Damn.
You exploded.
Excuse me. I apologize. Continue. Damn.
That's not quite a 40. It's
Just one
One less.
shy.
Cousin Vale. History check. The Vale
Uh,
name. The family.
So, what you're able to gather from Kesson Vale, and specifically the Vale family, the Vale family came from a long line of bastards, where all of their first names were Vale each and every time, and they would usually adopt a first name, and that first name would be adopted from their mentor that would raise them. Kesson Vale, whose father was Heinrich Vale, and his father was Theseus Vale, and towards the beginning of the line, his father was, well, Edward Vale. Each one had many concubines and had
hold on.
okay, yes, holding.
Hold on. Edward, then Theseus, then
Heinrich.
Heinrich.
Yeah.
Okay, I have this in. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh no! You know that one meme of the guy, like his eyes go fish-eyed and he just like grabs his headphones. He's like, "Oh no!" That's me right now. I wrote all of this in my Greed of Dogs notes. In my campaign notes.
Dear God.
Everything
Untangle.
that happened this session. Everything.
You can just highlight it all and copy and paste it.
No, it's written on paper.
Oh.
Oh my God.
You could just highlight it and copy and paste it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Go
I'll
to
do
your
that.
nearest, like,
Okay.
highlight it with a highlighter, go to a copy machine, and then copy the paper.
And then I'll use Elmer's glue and paste it onto a wall. Onto my computer. My
Yeah.
computer screen. Very well. It's Edward.
Edward Vale, then Theseus Vale, then Heinrich.
Theseus.
Yep. Then Heinrich Vale,
Heinrich.
and then Kesson Vale.
Which is him.
Yeah. Each one had a just coterie of concubines, to which only Kesson was out of the Vale line. Kesson was the only one that did not have concubines, but he did have 4 mistresses. To which he sired 2 daughters with only one of them. The others he refused to perform any kind of sexual acts with, as he viewed them as lowly. They did not bring anything of value to station, and they were just nice to have around whenever he didn't want to be around the mother of his children. So yeah. But that's what Kessin did. The other ones did not have any kind of functioning relationship with their concubines. They just tried to sire as many children as possible, to which the ones that picked up the family line were the ones that managed to actually survive over time, as all of them were sent to towers at adolescence, and each time only a few would survive, and out of those few, some of them would just straight up leave and join whatever works. So the Veil line still continues. It's just, well, they understand that their fathers aren't the best. And the same thing applies with Kessin, as both of his kids had gone to towers and left. And Mauling Rouge. Whoa! Comfy cryptid raid. Aww.
Summon more minions, sire.
And C for Arius, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pastaways. Welcome on in, Raiders. We were just talking about how this walking piece of human excrement decided to be
Summon more
a
minions,
horrible
sire.
person and try to go and cut in line for a lot of stuff and hold his supplies ransom effectively. So then a bunch of refugees can suffer, and he's
An
kind of
overlord
being...
always needs servants.
Ooh. And yeah, he's being dressed down in front of the party in the most hospitable way possible. And that's through humiliating him and making him kind of grit his teeth and be humble about a lot of things.
For now.
For now. By the way, Angie Foxo and Azul de la Rosa, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the Pastaways. Oh, you're talking about D&D during stream and it motivated you to raid me? Aw, thank you. Oh, and please rest well, Azul. I really appreciate this. This is amazing. Thank y'all so much. And by the way, Mauling Rouge, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. How was stream? What were you playing? Slay the Princess. Okay. I've heard good things about that game.
Oh god. Oh, my heart. Stop. No, please. Oh, my heart.
I've heard good things about that game.
It is such a good game, but my heart can't handle it.
It can't handle it? It's okay.
No.
Is it because like it's...
I'm not gonna say anything. I love that game.
I don't know if it's because of horror or because the endings are good. Like the story.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Everything from feasting forever to getting eaten alive multiple times. That's fair. Also, what? You... One word, stabby. I mean, I suspect in Slay the Princess, you would indeed at least once slay the princess.
I learned that I could not. They naturally got an ending that. It was just like, how did you naturally get that ending? How did you do that? It's just, it wasn't okay with me.
Dear God.
My heart. Anyways, we're dressing down someone. Let's. Oh.
Which, by the way, Mauling Rouge, if you have to raid and run, I completely understand. After stream care is very important, and I would want you to be taken care of as well.
Summon more minions, sire.
Chaos Biblical, thank you for the follow. Oh, I'm already following you. Awesome. Awesome. Had to be sure. But anyways, you get all this information about how like his family line consists of mainly just bastard children. Travel plans. Catch you soon as well, Malling. Thank you so much. But it's that a lot of the Vale kids leave. Like, almost all of them leave.
Why?
And his abandoned him. His left for good reason. And as you notice, none of his mistresses are here. Which you can surmise he abandoned them to save his own skin. So he is a whopping piece of stool.
Okay. What is he worth?
Well, the Vale family is worth, and I can actually do this. And this is going to be, let's see, family line goes down 8 generations. 50,709 gold.
$50,000.
709 gold.
It's actually not a lot.
What's up, Flashbot? That's what it's worth now. And that's due to the fact that the family line, especially since they were all like daimyos, existed in Stanwin, and that's no more. Because Khajiit was destroyed, that was the capital.
Right.
And a lot of the daimyos died, which means that all of the inheritance that followed through fell through. So that is how much he is worth currently. Due to his standing, he would be worth about 5 times that.
How would I think Lord Ed would view him?
Lord Ed would cave his skull very quickly. He wouldn't even he would not have given him a chance to talk.
Very well. Okay. This is all of the information that I needed. I will let you speak for a couple of sentences. But I just want to let everyone know, you'll see that Balin is thinking, and she's continuing to think, and as she's continuing to think, you can see ice beginning to grow on her. Like, she's actively working herself up, but she's talking to herself.
I come from a family line that was close to the Emperor and the Emperor's son and many of the shoguns. I worked directly underneath one of the shoguns. And I am probably the only person here who has a direct line in working in human politics, which we're going to need if more refugees arrive.
Wrong.
As
I
we
do.
were the only one.
Secondly, you said your name was Kessin Vale, as in House Vale, son of Heinrich, son of Theseus, son of Edward?
Yes. You know of me.
Yes, I know of you. I know of your family. I know of everything about you. I know of exactly how much you're worth. I know exactly what you do, and who you have, who you've abandoned, and who has abandoned you.
Where's this coming
I know.
from?
This is coming from someone who is very much not a fan of liars. And the ice is still continuing to grow. So tell me, I understand that your family typically keeps concubines, and I understand that you instead had mistresses, but you only had daughters with one mistress. The other you thought were too lowly to be kept around.
That is not entirely true. It was
You had 2 daughters and they abandoned you because of the way that you were. Not only
They
that,
did
but I
not
understand that your
abandon me, I
family
sent them away.
typically... Wrong. They went to their towers like all of the Veiled children do. Because the fathers always seem to have problems and they always seem to be the problem. Now, here's the other thing. I also understand that you're worth a fraction of what you were because of the issue with Dunstone and Gajid. But not only that, the kids typically leave on normal and you are
Where
all
is
just a
this
bunch
coming
of
from?
bunny fuckers. I'm not done. You abandon your mistresses, or I do not see them here.
They had their chance to escape. They had left first.
So then I will tell you what you are worth. $50,000. Or 50,000 gold. 709 gold as well. That is what you are worth. And that is what you are worth to me. You have one opportunity. As she prepares magic.
You wouldn't.
I will kill you here. I do not tell lies. As my lord would also.
Wait. There's no need to try and kill him.
The Empress's own advisor would kill him.
I would
Without
kill him.
second thought.
I was going to kill him tonight, to be honest.
Very well.
You're a traitor to
Then
the crown and the throne. No,
What throne?
exactly.
But the empires fell.
I want you to grasp something real quick. I want you to understand that the throne that many heroes seek is gone. Thanks to some of those heroes. When it comes to the hero standing next to you, Sebastian, he's not going to save you. He was buying you time. As he's been trying to buy everyone time. Because he's heroic. So you, right now, are given the opportunity that many don't have. And that's to stare death in the face. And death looks like a pissed off devil in heels. Some would view that as poetic. I view it as poetic. I was going to kill you. I was going to make it merciful. I was going to put something in your tea before you went to bed because I know that you have heart problems. You would have gone quietly in the night. Your kids would have inherited the money. Or one of your mistresses if she lived. No. Now you're able to be made an example of, and I prefer this. I serve the Empire, and I've wanted you lanced like a wart. And now I get to watch it happen instead of moving my hands myself. So you can either A, plead, or B, die with dignity. So close your eyes and pick. I'm going to stand here at a safe distance and watch.
Grila, please stand back. I won't hurt you, but I'd prefer not to ruin your clothing.
I mean, gestures at Hal's cybernetic body. It'll come
Please.
right out.
As well as you, adventurer. Your cloak looks very nice. I'm offering him something at the moment. I just have yet to speak. For the reason why I haven't done what I wanted to do. I won't miss. But he has a chance to speak. And you won't be able to defend him, I promise you.
It feels wrong to know that you're going to do something. I can't.
I never said I would. I said I want to.
Master Vale, please. I implore you, say something, anything that will save yourself. Anything. Fine. Fine, I will. I will say what everyone's been thinking about how I'm a piece of shit. How I haven't helped anyone with my policies, with enforcing policies. Is that what you want to hear? That I've been nothing but a puppet this entire time, and the one opportunity I had to lead, I failed already, and I had to let others do my job for me? Is that it? For me to swallow my pride and my tongue, stay quiet and compliant? Is that what you want, Sebastian? Is that what you all want? Because I have spent a lot of my time in my father's shadow, as he did with his, trying to live up to a name that had been passed down as a first name turned last name. Do you want to know where Kesson came from? It wasn't from my father. It was from a beggar. A beggar that found me crying on the side of the street because I was robbed by a bunch of other kids. I was crying. I was wanting Dad to come by and save me, but he abandoned me. And that beggar helped me, gave me the last few coins he had. And do you want to know what happened to him? My father had him killed for hurting me. Oh, but the sins of the father must be passed on, right? Is that what it is? That I'm a horrible person. And I am. I definitely am. I know that I have done wrong. I know that I've done exactly what my father had done. I had siblings. I had many siblings. I have no contact with them. I grew up with them. I loved them. Some tried to take me, to save me, and I stayed, hoping that our father would be better. No, I was wrong. I watched him die. I watched Heinrich choke on his own vomit because he was poisoned by the very person he worked for, by the Shogun, during a tea ceremony. I was 19 years old when I became daimyo. 19. So kill me, if you want. You've made up your minds already. You don't want me here. No one does. I can't change. Not easy. You'd only tolerate me. Well, damn, okay, way to go and get that fucking big number.
35.
Or,
If the story is still continuing, just keep on. But that's there. So
the story stopped.
Okay. So 35 on the scroll. Like, does this feel genuine? Is this the truth?
This is a high, low, good, bad moment.
I love good bed.
Mm-hmm.
I good. You know I want to keep that.
Okay. What's good to you?
What's good to me?
Yeah. If the story was real or a lie, which one's good?
That it's genuine. Like I would like. I don't. So I know I've been quiet through this, but and I'm about to speak the fuck up. But Mistral
That's what I
genuinely
fucking
wants-
love.
Mistral genuinely wants to understand if his story is true. If this is a genuine story and not him just trying to make some shit up to garner sympathy and such and all that, good. If it is to garner sympathy, to garner some level of empathy on falsehood, no, that's bad.
Okay.
So,
Balin waits.
It's genuine. You can tell that there's turmoil in his heart as he's speaking. You can tell that a lot of this is stuff that he's probably kept from the greater public, and he's only revealing it now due to the desperation of wanting to stay alive.
I see.
But the final words of him saying, it's like, kill me, you've already made up your minds, he's already reserved himself to potentially die because he knows that he cannot outweigh with his current actions what he had done in the past, and nothing that he will do afterward will justify him staying alive anymore.
Then Mistral will, once he finishes, will speak up. I have made up my mind. And then she'll walk up.
And detect thoughts won't work with that. I rolled a 19 on
And
this.
he'll take Mr. Vale's hand.
Sure.
I'm sorry you had to go through such things at a young age. It is unfair to you. It's unfair to anyone. Sometimes we have to go through these things to learn, grow. And then she'll look at everybody. And I think this is a moment to grow. I didn't invite us all here for a public execution. I invited us here to talk, to work things out, so we could figure out a plan through all of this. Not to put some man suddenly on trial for his actions. Whatever, regardless of what they are, whatever these are. We are all trying to survive. He is trying to do his best to survive just like all of us. He is trying to take up responsibility that he thinks he needs to take up as someone in a position of power. Balin, perhaps I won't understand why you in particular are so angry at this. But he made his choice. We all have had to make difficult choices, whether they're good, bad. At this point, it doesn't matter. We are all trying to survive, and lynching one of us for some small, meager satisfaction is not going to help any of us. As Mistral is saying all this, that regal attire from when she turned into an archfey, or not archfey, an aristocratic fey temporarily, I would say reappears somewhat in force. Perhaps maybe some fire billowing the flames of Virelia as she speaks.
I respect your thoughts. And quite frankly, considering how you are speaking, and with how he is reacting, I do believe his story. Unfortunately, he's an admission of guilt, and I am a creature of law. You have admitted to murder.
Ellen, stop.
Fine. If you are a creature of law, then there's one simple thing that I think you will understand. Perhaps they, as of right now, do not recognize us as authority. But we are the lords and ladies of this lodge. If anything is going to come to pass, we will decide it as a group. We will hold a vote.
Your sympathy allows a murderer to live amongst us. It allows a monster within your walls. I understand that I stand before you as well.
In all fairness, I have killed. I have done so in cold blood. No matter how justified it was, for I didn't know them.
Not
So,
helping your case.
That's...
It-
Oh, that's him. That's Harold. That's saying it.
Oh, sorry.
But it was within the law.
Oh, no.
You see Ballin's kind of short-circuiting.
What laws?
The laws of the
the
kingdom, but
rules.
not of the empire.
There is no empire. There is no laws in these lands.
There are rules. If there are not rules, there is chaos. If there is chaos, there is no order.
You don't seem to understand that if we were to just kill him, if we were to kill Master Vale for things that he had committed, for crimes that he had committed against the people and against others, we're setting a precedent. You're setting a precedent as what you have deemed to be lords and ladies of this lodge. So how will everyone else here feel, knowing that things that they have done before they came here can come to light and lead to their execution? Who's next at that point?
You see Ballin's really struggling.
Sir Sebastian makes an excellent point.
I don't disagree. Her teeth are chattering. There's rules. They're written.
Enough! Enough! I already told you that you made up your mind. If you want to kill me, you can kill me. If it makes you feel more at ease, consider it mercy on the Vale family. As you said, Harold, greet my death with dignity. Right? Right. Someday. Maybe not today, but someday. You two, move, please. Please don't do. I said move, lad.
Ballin kind of just looks around at everyone, just incredibly
Cousin Vale straightens his cap, straightens his robe. He closes his eyes, and he rests his hands directly in front of his stomach on his sash. He takes a deep breath, and he exhales slow.
Balin will conjure up the ice knife in her hand, as she always does before casting magic. And we'll step forward.
Is just staring at you.
Just slow, taking not the long strides, but slow, steady steps. Getting very close, to the point where he can actually smell the mint. She smells like peppermint, almost. and just the frigidness coming off of her.
Quick or slow, it doesn't matter. Whatever your decision is, I will respect it.
She will place her non-dominant hand, her right hand, on his shoulder.
You see him wince at the contact. His fear is palpable.
And then she will just adjust his collar and fix it.
I thought I did well with adjusting my clothes to meet my maker.
I am a creature of law and order, but I made a pact to shepherd humanity forward. I made a promise to the new Empress to assist the refugees. Her teeth continue to chatter, and her eyes will dilate. You are a refugee, and you have my assistance. I respectfully and humbly request your pardon.
He opens one eye to look at you, and you see him like kind of jolt back, like in just outright fear, because he didn't expect you to be that close.
It is right in her face, and it is not the beautiful, perfect complexion. It is twisted and contorted with rage. What a devil should look like.
You have
And then it will soften.
You needn't be the one to be pardoned. As you saw, a need for law, as did I.
Her teeth continue to chatter. I would like to make a deal where you will not impede the refugees, and I will not kill you or have you killed. Have you injured, maimed, or harmed by my word, hands, or servitudes? Are these terms acceptable to you?
I will speak out of turn real quick. Balaroon.
Please.
Yes. Devils and devilkin are manifestations that come from your people's soul, right? Yes. You needn't make a deal with me. But I would want to take you at your word that no harm or ill intent will come to me from you or from anyone you may order or guide. In exchange, I will give you my word that the refugees will be taken care of to the best of my family name's ability, in a way that I feel would besmirch my family name, because I'm going to try and do it right this time.
My name is Lady Lindsay Bo Modia of House Modia. I was born and raised a slave. I am still a slave to law. But I don't wear my chains. Please give me time. I will come around.
Then you will have it, as you have given me time.
She will back away and dispel the ice knife.
Sebastian looks like he wants to approach, and Kessin gives him this deep, angry, hateful glare as he stops. No.
Balin will sniffle a bit, but not cry, and just not show her back to anyone, but continue to back up until she feels she is far enough away.
Wasn't that nice? If you mean it, and I mean it, I might be able to help you. But if you don't, I hope you picked a place not easily acceptable to sleep. He does a full bow, almost at like a 90-degree angle, which is difficult because of how porcine this man is. As he stands straight at attention, backs away.
Well spoken. His name is Tyrant.
It's like he nods. Fight, fight, fight. Keys.
Mr.
Yes,
Bill's
yes, yes.
bowing and walk up behind her. Right.
Balin will just silently hold your shoulder. You can still feel her trembling.
Okay then. Now then, looks at the undead.
Hi.
And he, thank you for
Is this a self-insert?
explaining
No.
that, Mr. Undead. Or what is his name? Grila?
Tyrant.
Tyrant. Mr. Tyrant. Go back over now.
He isn't a threat. That's all you need to worry about.
Right.
Can we change his token name? Because it just says Stanwin Soldier. Can we change it to Tyrant?
Why is he an enemy?
I changed it.
Why is he an enemy? Foreshadowing.
Yeah, he's got a red border.
What?
What? Hey,
Mitosis.
Did you know that zombies reproduce by budding?
Yeah. But if he could.
I thought they
Fighting, not budding.
Never mind. Let me stop myself. Let me stop while I'm ahead.
Don't allow Tyrant to go back. Okay.
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
I believe you have more to speak of.
Yes. Despite the difficulties, and also at this point, the flames have died off, but Mistral is still clearly in that very elegant and noble gown. Now that introductions are out of the way, I wanted to bring up business. As of right now, we are currently isolated with the threat outside. We are low on supplies. And, well, I had spoken with Mr. Anobo, and as the previous owner and expert of the area, he recommended that some of us, more than likely, she'll look at us at the party, us, the lords and ladies, because we are sufficiently strong enough to venture outside the walls of the lodge to head north to where a, albeit sunken, at least by his estimation, mage's tower is. A mage who helped in the creation of the upper floors of the lodge and some of the magical components that are throughout. He said that perhaps there we would be able to find supplies and things that we would need in these desperate times.
May I make a suggestion?
Go right ahead.
While we are gone, perhaps we could have a working force move some serviceable soil within this area here. And Balin will kind of gesture to where they are standing. We could turn this into a bit of a farm or garden. I'm not sure which garden would be useful for medicinal purposes. Gestures to Ingrid and our artificer, who I know is not, and our druid. I know you're not actually an alchemist, but you know.
Fair.
With these, it would at least put it in an area that would be defensible. Food, also being out in the open, would draw unwanted attention. Could draw in pests, rodents, could draw in predators, which could draw in larger predators, which we don't want to deal with. I apologize. I'm still trying to compose myself again.
You sound ragged with hate. You...
Perfectly honest.
It's actually really hard to keep up. I'll be honest. It's
You're doing a good job, though.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Otherwise, while we are, sorry, you were speaking. I apologize. I will stop.
If you have anything else to say, you should go ahead and speak it now.
Yes, perhaps we should, set a precedent, and allow it to be known that maybe we should start working on rules and a sort of code or law to follow. She starts twitching again and shaking.
She's tweaking
Perhaps
out.
we shall. So let's real. Does anyone else have any suggestions or ideas that perhaps we should follow through with?
None come to mind to any of them. At least not in this immediate instance. They are kind of recovering from a potential public execution of him.
Mhm.
So none of them are really thinking about setting laws besides, well, I guess trying to
Valid.
come up with how to deal with people that potentially betray trust. Which that has its own slew of issues.
Right.
Because they want it to where it applies to you guys as well.
Right.
Which can be a problem because you guys are the strongest ones here. So a lot of them are worried that you're just going to abuse your power, and if you break the rules and you're the ones enforcing the rules, who's to say that
What's
you
the
can't
point?
be tyrannical about it and just not adhere to them?
Right.
Raises hand, cannot break rules.
Sure.
Raise his hand. I just literally named my slave Tyrant.
Well, but I was also asking in regards to, like, besides the plan that Mitchell brought up of going to the Mage's Tower, do any of them have any other ideas of locations or such?
Make the lodge defensible, so exploring the forests to see if there's anything to help in upgrading the walls.
Mhm.
So there's actually, I'll just go and I'll type out all of them.
Oh boy.
I think before the end of last session, well, at least before I left, there was talk about getting some survivors out to either grab some stone from a quarry that was possibly nearby, or fell some wood. I know I spent
Mhm.
3 of my blacksmith mark to assist with that with the tools.
Yes.
That's what-
So let's see, upgrading the walls and the fences, finding other refugees, finding or founding new fortified positions, aiding others in finding the lodge to help in relief efforts, get in contact with Thrawn or Belvina.
You're right.
Balin's gonna look at the flag. You are lucky we had a conversation last night.
Refugees. Head to the sunken tower.
Balin's gonna look at Mistral. Perhaps you are correct. Maybe comfort workers are necessary.
Mhm.
I don't feel nearly as enraged.
calming presence, I know.
No. You have a presence that makes me sad. Whenever... I don't know. Do I notice him moving around?
He moves over here and he starts talking to Sebastian.
Oh, okay. Whenever... Harold and Ingrid, whenever you two have a chance, I would like to speak with you on behalf of the current empire and what is of it.
I would love to help. Oh,
As well
I'll be able
as you, Lord Vale. You held a station, and that is to be recognized.
I'd be able to
That is
assist.
Wonderful. That is all the interaction that I can handle at the moment. I apologize. I'm normally cool, calm, and collected. I feel like a teenager who is about to go on a first date, and all I want to do is disembowel them. That's normal, right?
Yes.
Right.
No.
Looks up at you.
It's not.
Mishra will just hold up a hand.
Balin will actually just take it.
Just holding the hand.
Lad, I'm going to be able to have to speak with you about something important. You're with the Adventurers Hall. I'm going to be needing to see your Hall sigil. I have to make some adjustments. It's not going to work if I'm not with you. You know it's keyed to my... I know. But I need it. This isn't the first time I've had to take an adventurer's Hall sigil to change things. It's not going to get me removed, is it? No. As a matter of fact, you might receive a promotion.
Balin thinks about who she recently bitched out. Adventurers.
Do you want it now? No, you stupid boy. No. Later. But kind of leads me into having to speak to him real quick. The man behind you. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. What do you want?
There's the entire undercroft here. Area between here and there. I think it would be prudent if we had someone who was experienced and know where to look for hidden things. If you get the opportunity, of course. And I'm going to just hand over the rods that were the sort of access keys.
It's a lot of trust
Find
for you to
anything
put into
useful.
me.
They seem to be more reasonable than look side eyes Bowlin.
Fine.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Can I help you, Grila? Is there something you need?
I was side-eyeing you. I wasn't talking to you.
I know you were side-eyeing me. That's... That... Okay.
It is fine. It is fine. Currently talking involving being thorough around here.
Oh,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Let's go with Mishral. I'm gonna go and clean my heels. And she will walk off. I have to go. I am in a lot of
Yeah.
trouble right now. By about
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Go. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
Of course. Thank you for having me. You guys have a wonderful evening and take care. Chat. Love you guys. Love you bunches. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Right. Anything you find on it, bring it up for general use for everyone.
Anything
And,
I find down there, I'm going to make sure is kept off to the side. If you're the lords and ladies of this lodge, then you're the ones that must decide on whether or not they go to the people. We will judge whether you're just. Or at least I will, since I'll know what's down there.
Fair enough. Just stay out of the undercroft for your own safety.
I'm a spy master. I will go where I can.
And this is me just kindly saying and recommending you just stay out of there. Even though I'd be powerless to stop you.
Hmm.
And I'll
take
hand
it
over the
into
keys.
Thank you. I will search.
Unless there's anything else, in spite of everything, this first meeting has come to a close. Thank you all for your time.
And they all leave. And honestly, I think this is a good point to stop, too.
Mitchell just deflates and her clothes turn back to normal.
Damn.
It'd be a good point to stop as well. It's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. Near enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good point to stop. So let's go and roll these d20s and see who gets to pick the raid. I got an 8. 9.
9.
10.
10.
Yo! That is so hype!
Wow, that's very nice.
Hold on. I have to see. We know it's 8, 9, 10. But let's see what Capri would have gotten. 2.
Oh,
Okay, what
Balin?
about Balin? Also 10. That was kind of adorable because them also getting a 10. It's like, oh yeah, you two were holding hands, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. At this rate, Mistral going to need somebody rather than somebody needs Mistral.
So, I know you won, but there is somebody that I would like to have us raid into.
All right ahead.
I want to raid into Pengi because she just debuted her new mini model, and this is also like her 2-year anniversary.
Like, all right ahead.
ah. That's good for her. 2 years.
She drew and rigged her own model.
Fine.
Damn, that's impressive.
Very impressive. Raid 1, raid 2. So we have 2 different kinds of raids that you're able to do because I was smart and actually set this stuff up. So we are able to rattle them, chat. Or just Skelly Raid. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the raids. Thank you to my players for being amazing as always. Thank you for sticking through the scuff of OBS messing up like right from the get-go. That's something that I'm going to try and find like a more longer-term fix, especially since debut is next month. We're going to be raiding into Pengy, who has her mini debut, so it's her chibi model debut. And also her 2-year anniversary. She's playing Dead by Daylight with some friends. This Saturday, I'm going to be in Mungo Burrow's 24-hour debut of his full model. So we're going to go and give some love. You'll be seeing me Saturday. You all have a good one. Bye, everybody.
Bye,